Good morning. My name is Mayor Pro Tem Kathy Jensen. I am the chair of the City Council Parks and Recreation Bond Committee and your City Council rep for District 1. I would like to welcome everyone to the ribbon cutting ceremony of the splash pad of the Gilmore Therapeutic Recreation Center. Behind me are my fellow council members. First, I would like to introduce Larry Wright, which has been on the Parks and Rec Committee, Bond Committee with me since day one, 2015. Courtney Banks McLaughlin, council member. Councilmember Johnny Dawkins, which this is his district in District 5, and our wonderful city manager, Doug Hewitt, that has to listen to us yell at him all the time about we want it done and we want it done fast and we want it done on budget. So we are really thrilled about this splash pad, and we have more to talk about it. The splash pad features zero-depth entry, offering the citizens the opportunity for accessible recreation and social action. It will provide water-based outdoor activities for all ages, and its design includes accessible water features featuring recycled water. And now I would like to welcome our member Johnny Dawkins, our council member Johnny Dawkins from District 5 for a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I appreciate your leadership on this along with Councilmember Wright. And it's always nice to be with Councilmember Banks McLaughlin. We sit beside each other and chat quite a bit along with Councilmember Davis. So it's nice to be here. I want to thank the Lord for this beautiful day. And it is wonderful that we're doing this splash pad. It's going to be a therapeutic splash pad. Oh, Gas Buddy. It works, and maybe all of you, some of us are shaking our heads, whether you got a Samsung or an Apple. Found me gas at 6:30 this morning, way out Rayford Road. So Gas Buddy app, it's amazing. So, and I got to go to Raleigh after this, so I needed to make sure I had enough gas because I want to actually come back to Fayetteville. Raleigh's got their own issues going on. 50 years ago, Dorothy Gilmore was a city employee. She was an advisor to the Fayetteville Cumberland County Youth Council. Now we call it we dropped a letter or something.
Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council.
Fayetteville Cumberland Youth, we dropped the county. But I got involved in 1974, so a few years after she had been at the city for many years. And Ms. Gilmore, I was involved in Key Club and Kiwanis, and one of our parks is the Honeycutt Kiwanis Park that we've invested a lot of money into it, and we're doing more renovations there as we're doing renovations here. So I got my Kiwanis tie on, it's all about children, and that's what this building is for, and that's what this splash pad is for. But Ms. Gilmore, when I was involved with her as a liaison to the FCCYC, Key Club, treasurer, lieutenant governor, and later governor for North and South Carolina Key Clubs, she was a mentor to me, and three things about her that she stressed: accountability, responsibility, and discipline. And she would say, now son, if you can't be on time, you need to be early. I never forgot that. Whereas my dad was a big Vince Lombardi fan. Vince Lombardi time is if you're not 15 minutes early to something, you're late. So those are the two things. My dad had an impact on me, obviously, and Ms. Gilmore, a great lady. And another thing Dot Gilmore encouraged, and of course I never called her Dot, I called her Ms. Gilmore. But as I got older and she went through a tough time with cancer, she encouraged lifelong learning. She encouraged all of the FCCYC, Mayor Pro Tem, to learn something new every single day, to enjoy and grasp every single day. The other thing she pushed was reading. Something that President Harry Truman said was that all leaders are readers. Now notice he didn't say all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers. And I expect you to be readers because you are leaders in our city. I want to thank the city team for making this a reality. City Manager Hewitt, you've done a mighty good job. Your Parks and Rec folks, along with our other leadership represented here. I want to thank you for attending. This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice in it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilmember Dawkins. And, you know, a little tidbit about Ms. Gilmore. When we, back in 2014, when we reestablished the Fayetteville Cumberland Youth Council, it was amazing how many people reached out to me from all over when they found out it was happening that were under Ms. Gilmore's leadership and said, what do we need to do to make this happen? And they still are watching it as it goes. So I think Ms. Glover has made her proud. I really do. So kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the splash pad that we have here. It's a beautiful site, and just walk up and enjoy. The admission is free. So another great thing that our Fayetteville Parks bond is bringing to our residents. Please bring your kids. We are looking forward to some great weather. We know that they're going to be out of school real soon. Little fun fact that you're going to get, the first time we opened up a splash pad, Councilmember Wright and I have made a tradition that we run through them after the ribbon cutting. So we are ready to go to do it today. So we're going to see if our fellow council members are going to go with us. So, you know, it all makes good memories. And I'm just going to say this one thing. I've always said that changing a community starts off with a splash pad. And as a mom of a lot of children, you come home from work, you're tired, your kids want to go places, they want to do things, and the only thing you can think of is how am I going to cook them dinner and get them to bed so I can rest. But a splash pad can change all that because she can put sandwiches together, take them to the splash pad, call it a lounge lizard, sit down because they're not going to drown, and the kids are going to get their energy out, and everybody goes home happy. So what I will say to you in my household, my husband would always say, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So this is a way to help make mama happy. So today we will cut the ribbon to celebrate a new addition to Fayetteville and Cumberland County. We need to celebrate because we couldn't open the splash pads last year due to the pandemic. So this is the progress. A check mark beside the item of the $35 million Parks and Recreation bond residents approved in 2016. Please look at the Fayetteville Cumberland Parks Recreation Master Plan online. This splash pad is among other great projects appearing across the area. We are in District 5. Councilmember Dawkins is the District 5 representative. Councilmember Dawkins and I both attended the splash pad groundbreaking 2 years ago. And it was 2 years ago in February, and it was freezing out here. We had hats and everything on. We are very excited about this. Sadly, we had to wait for the pandemic and the splash pads to remain closed in 2020. Thankfully, we are here today in 2021, and the tide is changing. We are grateful for this opportunity and a new beginning. I also want you to know that the Gilmore Therapeutic Recreation Center is undergoing reservations, so the building is closed. And when it is done, it is going to be phenomenal. It will be worth the wait. When it reopens, the kitchen area will be updated and there will be new rooms for activities. We will be glad to see those changes, and the city is the hub of the Special Olympics in Cumberland County. Thank you. So with that being said, I would like we have our council members up here, and the city management to come up and join us. I do not see Michael Gibson, but I do want to thank him. I don't know if he's out just watching from afar, but Michael has done a tremendous job in the Parks and Rec Bond Committee, and if you ever see him, just let him know what a great job he's done. And he has had a hard task to pull because he has 10 people telling them what they want in their districts. And he has done it with grace and class. So, with that being said, let's get our scissors.